and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Someone want to do the minutes, please?
March 5th, 2024, the public hearing for the vacation campgrounds was called to order at 6 p.m. by Supervisor Don Smith. After asking for discussion and hearing none, the public hearing was closed. The regular meeting of the Franklin County Board was called to order by Supervisor Don Smith at 6:01 p.m. Present were Donnie Smith, Garrett Sitz, Heather Ross, Teddy Story, Dwight Bruno, Paul Warner, Jamie Archibald, and Greg Petula. The minutes were read from the February 6, 2024 meeting. Garrett made the motion to approve the minutes as read. Heather seconded the motion. All present agreed. Jamie Archibald said with not much snow in the last month, they have been servicing equipment and been out with the brush tractor and chipper cleaning things up. They have also installed a new door in the upper shed. He had a meeting with the Army Corps of Engineers. They will be putting a gate up on their property so they and the town will be the only ones with access. The sheriff has had many calls for down there. Heather said she has no news from the Recreation Committee. Teddy said the planning board hasn't had their meeting yet. And Donnie said that Roberta Hudson was appointed as a new planning board member replacing Teddy. Greg said code enforcement has been quiet. He's had a couple inquiries about small glamping possibilities. No municipal searches. He's trying to close out some lingering permits from the last couple of years. Donnie asked for a motion to approve the town law titled Vacation Campgrounds. Teddy Story made the motion to approve it, and Heather Ross seconded the motion. All present agreed. The board is working on the solar law. Hopefully it will move along quickly. Garrett said that he and Dwight audited the books of the KECC and all look good. On April 13th, KECC will have an intro to fly fishing at their building, 91 Church Street, Treadwell, from 10 to noon. All are welcome. Paul spoke of NICLAS, which is New York Cooperative Liquid Asset Security System, where the town can invest funds. It is a short-term, highly liquid investment fund for municipal corporations. Garrett made the motion to approve the resolution for the town to invest funds in the NICLAS program. Dwight Bruno seconded the motion. All present agreed. Donnie Smith said the date of the April town board meeting will need to be moved because of the primary on April 2nd. It was agreed to move it to Wednesday, April 3rd. Dwight spoke about the Treadwell water. In December, some of the board and Cedar Engineering took a tour of the hill to see what needed to be done. On February 22nd, they had a technical meeting with Eric Hunnicky, the water commissioner. They would like to have a public meeting on March 27th, 2024 at the Treadwell Firehouse, time to be determined. The board has spoken with Molinaro's office about what the ARPA money can be used for. He said that it can be used for locks, doors, generator, and cameras. The town will possibly hire a cleaning service to come in and do a deep cleaning of the town offices on Main Street and possibly at the town garage. Dorian Hunnicky asked if anything had been done about trying to slow speeders down in Treadwell, was wondering if they could extend speed limit up Case Hill further. Jamie said he will look into it. The county would need to be involved. With nothing further, Heather made the motion to go into executive session at 6:28 p.m. Garrett seconded the motion. All present agreed. The board returned at 7:27 p.m. With nothing further. The meeting was adjourned.
Any changes or corrections? I have a motion to accept.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to skip ahead a little bit here because of the impending weather. We've got some people that have traveled. We're going to skip up to new business. That way we can get bids done. First though, I'd like to do two things. We have a short-term rental agreement that I need a motion to send that to the county for a 239. Can I get that? Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Now I need to also have a motion for there to be a public hearing for the short-term rental for, I do believe it's May 7th, be at the beginning of our meeting,
May 7th at 7:30,
7:30,
and that will be here.
which will be here for short-term rental. Do I have that motion?
So moved.
Seconded? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll move ahead. Jamie, you ready to do bids?
Yep.
All right, let's do that. So I see there's a couple gentlemen that traveled, so that way, there is bad weather, they can get home.
We'll start with theirs for the stone bids for trucking. First one's for Carver's. Carver's would like to submit a bid for the following, for various size stone, $12.50 per ton. And that is for everyone, for all stone sizes. The next one's for Cobleskill stone. Cobleskill Stone submits a bid of $11.15 for all size stones.
11 what?
$11.15. That's all the stone bids we have, just the two.
Okay. I have a motion to accept Cobleskill. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Cobleskill Stone wins it for $11.50 a ton.
$11.15.
15.
11.15.
Thank you, board, for the
Thank you, guys.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.
Derek, thank you.
Thanks, Jamie, see ya.
That is that's trucking only though.
Oh,
'Cause we
it's
take-
not the product.
No,
Oh,
we take this, the price of the stone comes off the county bid. Next, we'll do the calcium bids. First one is for Suco. Suco submits a bid of $1.25 per gallon delivered and applied. The next one will be for Gorman Companies. It's actually Allstate Construction now, goes by new name. Gorman submits a bid of $1.29 per gallon. Next one will be Vestal Asphalt. Vestal submits a bid of $1.28.5.
These are all delivered in the.
Yep, delivered and applied. The last one's gonna be from Peckham Materials. Peckham submits a bid of $1 per gallon, delivered and applied.
Said that the last one.
Yes, Peckham. And the county bid this year was $1.35.
I'll make a motion, that's it.
Second,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Oh, the tough one.
We had 2 bids this year for fuel, Reinhardt's and Maravitos. First one's Reinhardt's. Heating fuel, fixed price, 3.109.
That's what it was about, right?
No, that's fixed.
$3.
Yep.
That was heating?
Yes. They got it listed as B20 heating fuel. So, on-road diesel for fixed is 3.285. And they're saying that no kerosene, they put additives in theirs, so it'd be the same as diesel.
They don't charge for the additive?
Doesn't say anything. On-road does not contain kerosene in the winter, but is treated with cold flow additives. This would be the same diesel that Reinhardt Home Heating runs in their trucks. And then fluctuating price, you have 29 cents per gallon. I'm gonna,
Rack plus 29.
Off the rack, right?
yeah,
For all of them, basically.
that's, yeah. They don't have anything else listed on there, so. Next one's Maravitos. Let's see. Heating oil, variable. Guess it's gonna be this one, isn't it, Paul?
I think it's gonna be rack plus 50 cents, and that price, the 3.14, is what the rack was as of April 2nd. That was how much? Yeah, so basically it's rack plus 50 is the
Okay.
fluctuating.
At the posting of this, it was 2.6482, and then the firm differential was 0.50.
What was that first one, 2 what?
2.6482.
Doesn't really matter, rack plus 50, that's
Right.
all, that's all
Yeah.
gonna change.
Because that's all fluctuating.
Right.
Right, so
just
the
rack plus
fluctuating
50.
price was 3.1482. This is for heating oil. The firm,
What was the fixed price?
The fixed price is 3.7301.
Yeah.
And the diesel fuel, the fluctuating price currently is 3.1015.
So it's rack plus.
Rack plus
3.
.3950. Sorry. And then the fixed price for diesel is gonna be 3.6724. Very good so far. And the winter blend is gonna be rack plus .3950. Same as the diesel was. And then the firm bid price is gonna be 4.1224.
What was the rack price for it first? Linda?
Say it again, Eddie.
The rack price?
It's rack plus .3950.
Same as the diesel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, it's the first decision, do we wanna play with the rack price or go with the fixed price? Typically, we go with just the fixed price, due to the fact that it's taxpayers' dollars that we're playing with. What's the board's feeling?
Do the fixed price, especially what's going on.
Okay,
Then you can plan.
a little easier to budget.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we have, here's the Reinhardt won the bid across the board. So, is everyone okay with that? Is that what they wanna do?
What do you guys feel about the winter blend?
You can try to find out, I mean, that's what they run.
Most of our stuff sits inside at night, so
And we
the
do,
backhoe and the payloader would be the two that sit outside, which might be most effective.
yeah, and we do treat them with our added stuff too, so.
If we have a winter like this, it'd be no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah. I make a motion to accept
Reinhardt's,
Reinhardt across the board.
second,
I'll second that.
for the fixed price, correct.
For the
fixed price. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? So carried, Reinhardt won it across the board. Okay. Any more bids, Jamie?
Nope, that's it.
All right, thank you. All right, with that, we'll move back up to the closing of the bids. We'll move back out to our regular report. Kellogg report. Do you have anything to report from KECC?
Yeah. Oh, they're cleaning the ground, picking up sticks and trees that fell over. Oh, the garage, they're accepted a bid to put a new roof on that. There's a lot of stuff in the attic that they're trying to clean out. They're looking if anybody wanted to help. Other than that, pretty quiet.
Code enforcement officer.
Yes. You're starting to pick up a little bit. Of course, this early spring or whatever you want to call it, a lot of people have been coming in. Got a few more new houses going up around the area. Been running around doing inspections on the ones they were building. Issued a CO to the guy last week. Had a little more interest on the guy up on the hill over here on Franklin Heights Road. He was in to see me yesterday. He's looking to do a bigger scale than he originally proposed. He wants to do at least like 15 or 20 like camp spots up here on his property, Blueberry Farm. So, he was in to see the town planner today, I guess, and, we're gonna be putting him on the planning board and moving forward with that one. I haven't seen no activity on the Oak Hill Road job, other than just emails back and forth. Brian Brockman sending me emails back and forth. The assessor's been sending me a bunch of stuff to look at, and I've been running around looking at those projects for him. Stuff he doesn't have permits for, stuff I don't have permits for. I'm running into a lot of these, I wanna say little cabins and tiny houses that are all over the place. There's quite a few. I got an ongoing list, and I've been getting a list together of all the Airbnbs, so when they come, when we get the law through, I can send out letters to all them to get them all on board. But, we're gonna have to do something, I think, with our zoning, to either do something with like cabins or stuff in our zoning, or we're gonna have to write all these people up for violations. So, I don't know how the town feels on that, something to think about, and talk to the planning board about it too. A lot of other towns have like a hunting, fishing, where people own a piece of property, they can put a small, like 400 square foot little building that they can stay on the weekends, but it can't be lived in permanently, it can't be year round, it's only supposed to be occupied 30 consecutive days. It gives people a chance to enjoy their property that they may have bought like on the weekends and for hunting and stuff like that, but it's not considered a CO'd residence of any sort. It would just be like a little fishing cabin. But we have a lot of them, plus there's, a lot of them I think are being rented. We have some up on Rich Road, right, that's a little compound with little tiny houses. You've been up there and seen that at all on your travels?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't find any permits for that in my system.
I don't know what they do, so.
I can't find any permits for that in my system, so, and there's a lot of, they're all over the place. I mean, I've been documenting them, I've been driving around trying to keep track of them, but.
Sounds like you have some ideas that would benefit us on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, to me, it's just my opinion anyways. I mean, people probably wanna come up and enjoy their property. It's very low impact, in my opinion, that they come up and they have a little place to stay out on the weekends. You know, we have like RV stuff, you know, in the code, but nothing for like a little building, so. I really can't issue permits for them for accessory structure, because it's essentially like an accessory structure, but you're not allowed to have an accessory structure unless you have a house. So I have a lot of people that have been coming and asking me questions about adding these little places too, so I don't really have a good answer to give them without any zoning to.
Are they planning on building, Greg?
Huh?
Are they planning on building?
There's a lot of people that wanna do stuff, yeah.
I mean, it's just, are they looking for, because you can have an accessory structure for up to a year if you're planning on building a house.
Yeah, they'll tell you they're gonna build a house. I mean, that's their intention. That's their intention, but, I mean, we don't know that, you know what I mean? It's hard to keep track of all that, you know? So,
Well, maybe I think possibly discuss with planning in a little more detail and see if we can come up with something.
yeah,
And then we'll move forward from there, okay?
yeah, I mean, I figured I'd bring it up to the planning board this month and
Yeah.
see what Kent has, if they have anything else in other towns similar, because I'm sure this area has become a very, especially since COVID, it's become a very, people from, you know, down the city area and stuff have land up here for hunting and have a property that they want to enjoy. And I don't want to have to just walk in there and, listen, you built this little shack in here and start writing tickets out to everybody. I just want to maybe come up with it's not just singular to one person. I see it's going to be a,
Yeah, I'd say discuss it and then,
yeah,
let's see what the board, that's kind of, you know, use them as a resource also. And with that, we can move forward.
okay.
All right.
All right.
Anything else?
Not really, the solar stuff you still working on with Kent a little bit?
Yeah, we've gotten a couple of good examples from Meredith and from Deposit that we're looking at trying to.
Okay. I've been a little out of the loop a little bit lately. My wife's going through some medical issues, so I've been running back and forth.
Sorry to hear that, as it was going
Well,
on.
I think we're on the uphill battle now.
Good.
All the surgeries are over, and hopefully, she's on the mend, so.
Good,
All right.
thank you. Planning?
There wasn't any real activity in the planning board. We had talked to Beaver coming over for an extension for the filing, but we forgot to bring the paperwork, so it's probably going to happen next month, for this month actually. And I told them about the campground regulation and that they were working on the STR, so they were encouraged that that was moving forward. That was about it. It was a quiet week.
All right, I guess we're back to highway, Gina.
We overlooked making an approval for the generator system. So I have 3 bids.
Thank you.
The first bid was for Tremble Electric for $21,725. The second was for Hayes Electric, $23,275. And the last was for Simmons Electric for $25,600. Nothing's changed. These are the same bids you guys had looked at before. We just apparently forgot to make a motion to accept it, so.
Okay. So, do I have a motion to accept the bid for
All those systems are the same.
Yes. Yep.
and that's for the generator here, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, also for a generator for the fuel pump building, so.
Right,
That was
and
all
that's
included.
also included
Yep.
in that, so for both of them.
Mhm.
Yep. And our intentions is because Molnar's office said that we could use it for ARPA money on that, and we have the 3 bids. This is intended to be used out of the ARPA funds, so.
Except Trumbull's, we're gonna go this one.
Yes.
Have a motion to accept Trumbull's bid, any second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Do you need-
Trumbull's gets the bid.
Do you need a motion to use the ARPA funds too, or?
Yeah, we probably better. I also need a motion to accept this to be used for ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
So carried.
And those generators are for emergency purposes.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Next, we have, same thing we do every year, we rent a grader for 2 months. I've got 3 bids for that. The first is from Ably Tractor, which is the same company we use every year. That's for $6,000 a month. The second is for Montano Equipment. I believe they're out of like Saugerties. I took the county bid that they presented, which was $6,200 a month. And the third is from Milton Cat for $7,800 a month. And Ably Tractor actually has the only grader that's available. The other 2, they did not have. They had graders, but nothing with scat fires. So,
No, it was cheapest, right?
yep, they're the cheapest, so, and we've rented from them for years, so.
They've been good to work with.
Yep, very good.
All right, do we have a motion to accept that bid?
I make a motion.
Any second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Let's see. The radio systems, we're still waiting on the rest of the radios to come in, so no updates there. I looked into the speed zone on Case Hill. I talked to the county, they told us what we needed to do. What we need to do as a board is make a resolution that we wanna change the speed or alter it or reduce it, however we wanna word
And I
it.
noticed those ones didn't put down any, didn't want it like less 10 miles per hour, it didn't put any miles per hour, right?
No,
in
but
those
I
other ones?
think we could request that.
Okay.
But I think in the end, it goes to the county, Then it has to go to the state, we have to write a letter requesting this, and we get the county's blessing too. And then the state will have to do a study on it, and they deem whether it's necessary or not.
Basically, they wanted to expand it, they didn't want, they weren't concerned about lowering.
No.
They never mentioned lowering.
Not
They just
low,
wanted-
the only part I'm talking about lowering is the part beyond Dorian's, there, coming up the hill, so. But if we're gonna do it, I would like to, do the entire road, from 28 to 14, make it a reduced speed. Just because we've had a number of accidents up there over the years, and
What would you, what speed you want to see?
I would put it 30 miles an hour, the entire road, but
What do you think about where the village, or the hamlet kind of starts?
that is 30 right now.
That's 30, yeah.
Yep.
So do you think so you want it, you're thinking the whole road 30?
Yep.
Including that? Do you think there should be any down speed, consideration for when you hit the village? When you cross the bridge there?
No, because it's already 30. It's already
Right.
posted, so.
Okay. Just thinking there's usually a lot of activity down there.
mhm.
Kids, going.
I mean, we can
Maybe.
pose it, but I don't know if they'll
Usually
want
when
it
you,
any lower, so.
yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of usually when you, whether it's a state road or a town road, usually when you come into a more populated center, a lot of times
Isn't there
it'll
a-
drop a few miles an hour.
Somebody,
Well, what if we do 40 for the whole length of it as a request, and then we have the drop to 30?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
so that they, yeah.
isn't there a hearing there somewhere, but Ralph Farmers?
I'm not
I
sure.
thought there was a sign.
I don't remember seeing one, but.
Because that's a little bit of a twist, then you hit that,
Mhm.
hit that bridge, and then you're coming into houses on both sides, and
I
then
mean,
the Kellogg's.
honestly, whatever we do, there's gonna be a few people that read the signs and pay attention to them, but people are gonna drive like they drive, how they wanna drive.
The real problems exist on the rest of Case Hill,
Yeah.
not in Treadwell. And
Right.
when he says a number, it's like a number this year, a number every, I mean, it's not,
Well,
it's
that
many.
that one bend
every
up
year.
there on the corner, I think I've seen just happenstance,
Yeah.
2 accidents, and you absolutely
Yeah,
blinded
I bet
on
there's
that corner.
been 8 or 10 already up there this year, so. And they're all speed related, every one of them, so.
Yeah.
They come up to those corners and then they realize, oh my God, there's a corner there, and it's too late.
Yeah.
Well, what if we consider 40, that way when we come into the hamlet, we're acknowledging there's another reduction in speed, and
That's
acknowledging
already-
they're coming into.
That's already 30 miles an
They're
hour.
coming
Yep.
into a 30 zone, so they acknowledge there's a heavier density populated.
I mean, the state may have something different to say when they do their study, but
Right.
I think we can put a request in. So, but we have to we can do it for a section of road, or we can do it for the entire road, so. I would like to do it for the entire road if we're gonna do it, so.
Entire road with maybe a
From-
variance in the hamlet.
Yep. Well, if we just put the part that's not posted right now to 40,
Put it at 40, so.
But
and then
So they
the rest of
have
it's 30 already, so.
Right.
Yep.
Kind of signifies that it's a more densely populated
Sure.
area.
Because an accident there could very well, more likely to be a pedestrian or a
Mhm.
kid or something like that, as opposed to, coming down that hill. Where,
So we need to make a motion on this.
Yep, pass a resolution that we wanna do this, so.
How's everyone feel? In favor of it?
yeah,
Okay, I have a motion for 40 miles an hour for Case Hill.
From state 28 to the 30 miles an hour zone.
It was trouble.
Yep.
Motion,
I'll make the motion.
second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
I'd also like to do the same thing on Jackson Hill, just from the Case Hill intersection to the top of the hill.
Pavement.
Yep. Well, it's all,
And the
pa-
pavement. Town line.
I would be happy with just to the top of the hill, but if you wanna do the town line, I'm good with that too, because they do fly out across there.
Whatever. I'll go with town line.
But that's fine with me, so.
Motion,
I'll make a motion for that.
second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any posted?
What, 30 or 40?
40.
So if it's not posted, it's 55,
It's
right?
55 if it's not posted, so
And it's what road, Jackson?
Jacksonville,
Off Case Hill,
from Case Hill
not off 14.
to the Franklin Town line.
Oh, okay, so from Case Hill, not from 14.
Correct.
Okay.
Or last month, we got all of our sand hauled in for next year. That's all done. We've been out doing some short tree trimming and filling potholes when we can. It's a never-ending job, so. And then we've received our CHIPS money from last year. Total $395,752.70.
Thank God we got it.
Yes. And that's all I have. We got a few things for executive session to talk to you guys about, but that's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jamie, is it, can we, none of the roads have weight limits, is that right?
Not currently, so. We have in the past posted weight limits on certain roads, if the roads start getting soft and breaking up, but not currently, so.
And is that a seasonal thing? In other words,
Most of the time it is. It's usually in the spring of the year, so.
We get an, well, you've probably seen on Van Hollow, we get an enormous amount of heavy equipment going, especially with some of the that's traveling over to Clear Path. It's road suffering, but I don't know, you know, that you wonder with some of the developments and campgrounds and stuff, especially on dirt roads, if there were
Right.
anything happening up there, having weight limits when building is happening. Just a thought.
Yep.
Okay. Guess we open it up. Got anything, comments, questions? Okay, with that, we move into motion to go into executive session. Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
For what purpose, please?
Excuse me?
For what purpose?
Contractual, I believe, isn't it? Jamie?
Yes, contractual.
Do you intend on taking any action after executive session? Unknown? I'm sorry.
Unknown.
Okay. And have you concluded all your regular business on your agenda tonight? Okay.